Freshman kicker Grayson Lytton as Demons prepare for a final road trip of the season to Nichols and Grayson, kind of talk to me through this season for you. Obviously, your first year here, first year in college. I think as most would expect, some growing pains early on in the season. But you made a couple field goals the last couple of weeks. So kind of what's it been like this season as you kind of seemingly adjusted to life here in college football?
Yeah, so I was blessed to, be able to play from the start of the season. And, we've had a few hiccups, but just being able to get through them and, positive mindset, just camaraderie with Zach and Luke, just going out there, ranging from the PAT to field goal, just, same mindset, same kick. So, I mean, it's been a good experience for me, and I'm very blessed to, go through it.
What is that? I mean, it may be hard to ask this question, maybe even harder to answer. But what is that mentality, that thought process like when you are going out there on the field to? I mean, that's your job to kick it through the uprights, to get points for the offense. But maybe talk me through what you're thinking each step of the way as you approach the kick.
Yeah, so just for every kick, you're like, you don't want to get too high, you don't want to get too low. So just going out there and just focusing on the kick, not worrying about the outside world. It's just you and the holder. So just going straight to the plant foot and then just following through is really all you need to think about. And, if you miss one kick, it's on to the next. But, yeah.
Yeah, how quickly do you flush that? And like I said, you miss it, or
Yeah.
like we had one blocked earlier this year. Is it right away you're like, okay, I got to prepare for the next opportunity?
Yeah, it's just like you get it blocked, you miss, and you're just like, you're on to the next kick. It's always the next kick, whether you make it or not. So it's just so with kicking, you're 90% mental and it's 10% physical. So it's just a very mental side of the game that no one really talks about. But it's just it just comes with experience and maturing. So, but yeah.
You mentioned that, and obviously we talked at length about how young this team is.
Yes, sir.
You're part of that freshman group. Zach is as well. Cooper is as well. That whole
Right.
specialist room are all hopefully going to grow together and get better together. So, how much does having that chemistry and camaraderie, like you mentioned, with that rest of the room, you feel like going to help, going forward?
Well, Zach and Luke, being, Luke's 1 year older than me, Zach's a few years older than me, but Luke and Zach and Cooper, they've all been very, very mature and very nice. Me being just a true freshman, just they've been very positive, no matter what's going on, and just going throughout the season with Luke and Zach, getting better every game. Um, but it'll get better every year, just being so young. But the more we play, the more we'll get better.
As we move to this week, obviously you two straight games now with a field goal for you. For the team though, this week, what do you want to see? Obviously, you would prefer to be kicking extra points instead of field goals, but beyond that, but what's the goal for this week offensively?
Just like Coach McCorkle's been saying all week, or the past few weeks, it's just get better. Just seeing positive results. I know Abram has all the talent in the world, and the whole offense does. To get the ball all the way down the field, and it's just all about execution. And I know we can get there. It's just obviously we've said it the whole season, just being a young team. So, but it'll get better. So, just executing when it's time to score.
Yeah. As like I said, as one of the freshmen, where do you feel like this team has grown? Maybe not necessarily on the field specifically. I mean, obviously that can be a part of it, but from the week one or from preseason, especially this young group, how do you feel like you guys have grown and matured through what has been so up and down kind of season?
Right. For me, it's just been really like the culture. The culture, not having the greatest season, it's just how you respond each and other game. And I feel like as soon as the week starts, just like, let's go. It's great energy through practice. Everyone's still super positive, and it's just like, let's go out there and give it our best. I think everyone has the most fight I've ever seen. Really, it's just consistency with how we're going to play, how much effort we're going to give. So I think that's been the main thing that's I've seen.
Grayson, appreciate your time, man.
Thank you.